You clicked on this video today because there's something that you want that you have not yet been able to achieve. And I'm hoping, this is my hope and my intention for this video today, that it can be that little nugget of information that can really turn things around for you and help you get on path and get you into alignment with what it is that you truly want. Because remember, we have to come from the framework that we can be, do, or have anything, and that we are also worthy of everything that we desire. And so let's start off from that premise, right? So just kind of getting ourselves into that frame of mind of, I can have this, and I do deserve to have this. And so the key here is to look at, if that's the case, why am I blocking this? Why is it not showing up in my experience? And for many of us, we are good at doing the work of the affirmations, of the visualizations, of the launching of the desire, and knowing what it is that we want. And naturally, it should flow in. So because of this vibrational experience, the second we launch a desire, it should come in. And maybe not within the second, because there is the buffer of time, there is this slow moving fear-based energy. However, in time, it should show up. So why is it that many things that we focus on so much continue, right? Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, why do they continue to not show up in our experience? And it's because we are blocking it. And I'll explain to you the number one way that we do this. So here it is. We block our manifestation because we are still locked in to what is. And what is does not matter. What you're experiencing now and even past energy does not matter when it comes to manifestation. And the reason why is because what we're seeing in our physical reality today is simply a projection of our past thoughts and emotions. That's all it is. Whatever we have going on in our subconscious mind has to play out in our physical reality. But then when it plays out in the physicality of this world, we make it so real because we can feel it, we can touch it, we can see it, it's tangible. And so because of that, we are so emotionally invested in what is. And when we're emotionally invested in a reality that we don't want, we are locked into that grid. And when we're locked into that grid, we cannot create something new. Because if I want to create something new in my experience, it's not really so much about the action that I take. That's a small component. It's more about what is dominantly in my state of consciousness, or AKA in my subconscious mind. So if I keep feeding my subconscious mind with what currently is, my reality will never change. It will never shift. And this is why people end up stuck when it comes to manifestation, because you may have maybe 10% of your consciousness on what you want, but 90% of your consciousness on what is and what's going wrong. And whatever you're feeding your consciousness with, and when I say consciousness, I just mean your attention, right? So if you think about any moment during the day, stop yourself and ask yourself, where am I focused right now? Where is my energy moving towards, right? Because whatever our attention is focused on, we're moving energy towards that. So if I'm focused on my current reality that I don't want, that I've had for maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, however long, if I keep feeding that with my attention, that's exactly what I'm going to create for my tomorrow as well. So this is where it takes a level of effort. And this can be kind of the difficult part of manifestation, is being able to navigate and stay focused on what we want while also sort of distracting ourselves a little bit from what is. Now, this doesn't mean that, and I have to be careful about how I use these words, because this doesn't mean that we completely neglect what is. Oftentimes we have situations in our lives that we have to handle. But one way that we can kind of pivot away from that is not giving it so much of an emotional charge. So being aware that, okay, I don't really like this. Maybe there's some things that I have to deal with in this situation because I have manifested it already. So let me take responsibility and take accountability and deal with whatever it is that I have to deal with. But I'm not going to give it so much attention and focus because this is old news. What I'm experiencing right now is old news. So what do I want to create instead? And every time we shift that percentage of where our focus is, so 10% was focused before on what we want, 90% on what we don't want. And every time we shift our focus to 20%, 30%, 40%, maybe 90% now is focused on what we do want, that's when we have the breakthrough. That's when we start to see the physical world change. Why? Because our state of consciousness is changing. But if we are locked into the grid of what is, nothing will ever change. So this is really a simple fix. It's not easy. I say this a lot in coaching, that something can be simple in nature. It's a simple idea, right? But it's not always easy to apply. And I learned that saying when I was in acting classes, and it's so true. There are so many things in life where they're simple. Oh my gosh, why can't I just get this? But it's not always easy to apply. And the reason why is because, first of all, our subconscious mind is so powerful and it's emotionally driven. So that's why it's so easy to fall into our subconscious programs and to believe in them. But we really do have to take a step back, connect to that spiritual aspect of who we are, become aware that this is just an illusion. So even just knowing that whatever I'm seeing right now is an illusion, whatever I see tomorrow even is an illusion. It's an illusion that I created first through my own thoughts. So I hope that this video today could give you some insight. If you guys are wanting to dive deep into your subconscious reprogramming work, this is what I offer in the Divine program. So it's a 4-week program. We go into the breakdown, the strategy, the build up, and the final commitment. And it is my goal as a coach to help you become aware of what's blocking you right now. Why is your life not changing? Why is your life not moving forward? What are the subconscious programs that you have in place? And let's rewire those and change those so that you can start seeing a new reality. So if that's interesting to you or sounds interesting to you, the link will be down below. We also have a Spiritual Healers membership community as well as online courses, but everything will be down below. There's also a quiz that you can take. Okay, but I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Take care.